Hello everyone, it's been a while since my last upload, a week to be exact. And as I was saying in the last video before, I've been working heavily on this new short film called The Message. And that's why I've been away for a while, because I wanted to put my all into this new short film. And I'm pretty proud of it actually, which first off, I want to say thank you Maria and Alex. They're the characters that play in the short film. If it wasn't for y'all, I would not be able to make this film happen, and I appreciate y'all very much. Now, I will say this though, making this film was totally different from all the other films I've ever made. Because when you're filming, you're so used to being in person with your actors and directing them in person, right? Then the pandemic happened, and so I couldn't be there in person because, you know, social distancing, can't talk right now, and you have to be 6 feet apart. So I couldn't be there, so it had to be all through webcam and FaceTime. And so like I had to direct them through Zoom. I had to have a conversation with them through Zoom with Maria and Alex. After I sent them the script and explained to them what the character is like and what the outcome is going to be and what the story is about, then we had to see the location where we're going to be shooting the film at. And so I saw the location at Alex's place, and then he sent me the footage, and then I saw the location at Maria's place. Even though her quality on her webcam, she had an old laptop. So the funny story is, we first started filming on her tablet, and apparently her tablet wasn't working, so we had to use her laptop, and it's an old-fashioned laptop, and the quality was not like today's laptops. But the beauty about when you're shooting a cyber horror film, quality doesn't matter. It's about the story. Let me explain by telling you what the story is about. The Message takes place during the pandemic, where April, she's to the point where she can't even sleep well, and like she keeps thinking about when is this going to be over, when is it going to be over. Y'all know what April, the character's name is April, what she's going through. So she can't sleep, so she calls her boyfriend to help her, to talk to her, you know, to help her get some rest, to help her go to sleep, because it's starting to really get to her. So she calls up Nathan, and it's about 3 o'clock in the morning, and he is tired as hell. They have a conversation, and she's starting to feel a little bit better, and they're talking about what they're gonna do when the pandemic is over, which is what we're all doing right now, right? We cannot wait until this is all over. But anyways, it's all fun and games until an uninvited guest joins the chat room. I had them talk a certain way because there was a certain way I wanted to introduce the uninvited guest in the chat room, but the only way to pull it off was to have them talk to each other in a certain tone for the ending to be impactful. So is that even the right word? I just wanted it to be a big bang. This type of stuff happens actually in real life, and we don't realize it because we never know who's really watching us from behind that camera on our webcams or even on our phones. If y'all saw the movie Snowed In, it's really sketchy about what really goes on behind the camera. But it's not only the government, also like bad people out there. Like, you never know who's watching us from the other side of the camera, you know? Now, I'm not gonna reveal what the big turn was. I'm gonna let you hit that link and let you watch that short film and let you see for yourself. Before I made this short film, I had to watch a lot of dark web films, and let me tell you, that is not a place that I would want to go to. I would rather stay away from. And some people, they like to explore in that type of area online. If that's what you want to do, be safe and be careful what you click. And I would not do it if I were you, but hey, that's just my opinion. If you want to go on there, and I don't know what y'all be doing on there, nor do I want to, because I saw enough and I learned too much about it that I decided not to go in that area. Here's a list of some films that I watched to help me make this film. So when it comes to webcam based type of films, I was watching Unfriended 1 and Unfriended 2 Dark Web, which, before I go any further, people put a lot of hate on Unfriended. Y'all got problems. I thought it was very, very good the way they did it, even though it was all on Skype. That's how it was more of a thrill, because it was more realistic, because they were recording everything that was happening then to then. You can actually watch it on YouTube online for free right now, and oh boy, that really got me too. And then I also wanted to study, learn more about found footage films. I wanted to study how they did it so I could understand how to tell a story without worrying about the quality. And so one of them was The Monsters Project. Good movie, that's on Amazon Prime. Afflicted on Amazon Prime. Hell House, that's also on Amazon Prime, but you could also find it on YouTube for free. And then I also recently ran into this YouTube channel called Freeze Frame Films. I believe that's what it's called. Let me look. I'm looking at my notes. So they're called Freeze Frame Films. A lot of their films that they shoot is found footage films, and one of them is called The Museum Project. Now, y'all can just watch the trailer and I'll let y'all YouTube it and find out what it's about yourself. But I'll leave their channel in the description or up here somewhere. Their video came out very well done, very professional, and I totally support what y'all are doing if y'all are watching this. So those out there who don't know who they are, go to their channel, subscribe, watch the movie, The Museum Project. You'd be blown away, man. Now, the reason why I was watching those films is because I wanted to understand what made those films and that type of film style successful. If you guys don't know who D. Darius is, I was watching one of his video about how to write every day. He explained was, in order to write your script and get better, watch other films. And that's another type of writing. And I was watching those films because I wanted to understand, what can I take from what they did, put it a little bit of each piece into my film? What made that certain scene impactful? How did they do that certain shot? What were they thinking when they were writing the script? And also, when you write a certain character, you have to understand what it's like to be in their shoes. So I had to understand, what would April's mindset be? What would Nathan's mindset be? What would the uninvited guests in mindset be? What would they all do? It's a lot of psychology too. So whenever you're building a character, it takes a lot, because you're building a certain personality that will flow correctly in the film. Which, as I said before in the last video, I wanted to get more into storytelling, and I can't shoot I was saying I wanted them to be narrative documentaries. It will be really hard to do that right now in the type of film style that I'm trying to aim for. So the next big thing is to get better at telling a story through making another short film, which I couldn't shoot a regular film. So I had to do the next route and do it through distant filmmaking. At least that's what I'm calling it, through distant filmmaking, and do it through webcams. And at the end of the day, it's not the quality of the camera that makes a good film, it's the story. And when you put a lot of time into how you want the story to flow and how you put a personality in each character and develop it, you can have yourself a very successful film. In short, a good story can go a long way. But yeah, the message was very fun to do. I would love to dabble more into that film style more, and especially when it comes to found footage. I want to make a found footage film so bad, but that's gonna be really hard to do right now. But what about y'all? What are y'all's opinions on found footage films? What is one of your favorite found footage films? But yeah, that's all I have for today's episode. I want to say thank you once again to Maria and Alex. Maria, who plays April, and Alex, who plays Nathan. I'd like to thank y'all once again for helping me making this short film. I would not be able to do it without y'all, and it was so fun to do. I hope y'all are being safe, and the pandemic is almost over, so we're halfway there. I hope so, because some states, like, they're pushing it to June. That's all for today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe this video, and until next time, see ya.